Welcome to Unwrapping the Plastic Crisis. Today we're going to learn about how plastic pollution affects our oceans around the world. Over 9 million tons of plastic ends up in our oceans every year. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, also known as the GPGP, is the world's largest floating garbage patch. It spans 1,600,000 square kilometers, or 620,000 square miles. It's twice the size of Texas and 3 times the size of France. We've been talking so much about how there's so many plastics in the ocean, but how do they actually end up in the ocean? One of the largest reasons for plastic in the ocean are microplastics. Microplastics are tiny little bits of plastic that are in tons of things that you'd never expect, like toiletries and even clothes. Let's say you're washing your clothes, and you put your clothes in the dryer, and those microplastics go out of your clothes and go into the waterways, and eventually the waterways flow into the ocean. Ocean dumping is responsible for about 20% of plastics in the ocean. Ocean dumping is when people illegally dump trash in the ocean. Section 2. How plastic pollution threatens marine life. Introduction. Over 2,000 marine species have been affected by plastics in the ocean. Plastics in the oceans has many devastating effects on marine life. Seabirds. Even though seabirds don't actually live in the sea, plastic pollution in the ocean still affects them. A lot of seabirds, such as seagulls, scavenge for food on beaches. This can lead to consuming or getting entangled by plastics. Seabirds who hunt for fish can consume fish with large plastics inside of them, microplastics, and toxic industrial chemicals. Over 1 million seabirds die each year due to plastic pollution. Seabirds experience kidney failure and stunted growth because of plastic ingestion. Crabs and microplastics. Microplastics are pretty self-explanatory. They're super tiny plastics. They can get into crabs and other creatures' gills. When microplastics get into a crab's digestive system, it stops their organs from working properly. When us humans eat these crabs and fish, it also gets into our digestive system, hurting us as well. Toothed whales. Toothed whales often ingest plastic material, mistaking it for food. This can be bad because it can clog up their digestive tracts, tear stomach linings, and more. One time, a toothed whale was found with 40 kilograms, aka 88 pounds, of plastic in their stomach. Another was found with a whole balloon and plastic bag in its stomach. These animals and many more have had to be euthanized because of plastic pollution. Prochlorococcus bacteria. Even though we cannot see these microscopic bacteria, they serve an incredibly important role in daily life on Earth. Prochlorococcus actually produce oxygen through a process called photosynthesis. Microplastics, which are tiny plastic particles resulting from the breakdown of larger plastic debris, can alter the marine environment in ways that negatively impact Prochlorococcus. Additionally, the presence of microplastics can disrupt light penetration and nutrient availability in water, further stressing these vital microorganisms. These microplastics can affect water quality by leaching harmful chemicals such as additives and pollutants, which can interfere with the growth and photosynthetic efficiency of Prochlorococcus. Sea turtles. Even though these creatures are the most popular for symbolizing the need to protect the ocean, they are just as endangered as anything else in the seas. Hundreds of sea turtles die each year because of entanglement in plastic waste such as fishing nets, 6-packs of sodas with beers, etc. Microplastics have also been found in the guts of every sea turtle species in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Plastics also raise incubation nest temperatures, leading to less males and more females being born. Plastic pollution solutions. How you can help save our ocean too. Starting off with beach cleanups. One way to stop plastic pollution is to volunteer in beach cleanups. Helping in beach cleanups can be good exercise and fun with friends. Helping in beach cleanups benefits you and the animals in the ocean. It's a win-win. The last one, beach cleanups. Anybody can do that, but single-use plastics are a serious problem, and as the name suggests, They're plastics that you can only use once. They're really bad because they get thrown away so quickly. The way you can stop this is refuse single-use plastics at cafes or fast food places or any other place you get them. You can also bring your own utensils or cups. Here are some examples of single-use plastics: utensils, cups, straws, and water bottles. Now for a third way to stop plastic pollution, you can just spread the word. Tell your friends and family. If you go on social media, then tell your friends on social media. Tell anyone you can. Tell your classmates, your teacher, anybody. It really makes a difference. Unlike the three before this one is actually really hard to do, and it's avoiding microplastics. And microplastics are these tiny, tiny plastics that are harmful. The reason they're harmful is because they're really toxic, and it's just the same as eating plastic. It can lead to organ failure and many other things. And what may come as a surprise is that it's also found in skincare and toiletries and like face lotions and cream, so you better watch out for that. If you see little tiny beads in your skincare, whatever it is, you might want to check the ingredients. You can also support legislation that's stopping plastic pollution. This may or may not come as a surprise because you can actually support laws for this, and this is very good because it can curb plastic pollution, and also you can have plastic reduction strategies which really help reduce new plastic. You can also support and for number 6 on this list, you can support organizations. Now what this means is that you can support small businesses and organizations that don't use plastics or that do beach cleanups. You can keep them in business because they're doing something that's great for the environment. And so you can volunteer or donate. This one may come as a surprise to lots of people, but you can actually buy or get biodegradable plastic. What that means is that the plastic biodegrades in the environment. What is biodegrading though? Biodegradable plastic is plastic that can decompose. It becomes one with the environment, and it can only take a few months to a year. So I would definitely recommend doing this because normal plastic can take over 500 years to decompose, and you can imagine how much impact that could have on the environment. And up now we have recycling properly. A lot of people do not know how to do this, and it's very essential because only actually 9% of the plastics worldwide are recycled, and a lot more can be recycled, I can tell you that. And also, recycling properly can reduce the production of new harmful plastic. Thank you for watching, and if you have any spare time, please go to a beach cleanup or do any of these things that I just listed. Also, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe.